Constitution. Here we will try to understand the meaning of the term preamble. Here the term preamble refers to the introduction or preface to the Constitution. Alright, it contains the summary or essence of the Constitution. According to N.A. Palkhiwala, an eminent jurist and constitutional expert, he said that the preamble is like an identity card of our Indian Constitution. Identity card of Indian Constitution. Alright. And here one point should be noted is that the American Constitution was the first to begin with a preamble, and many countries including India followed this practice. And the preamble is based on the objective resolution drafted and moved by Pandit Nehru and adopted by the Constituent Assembly. It has been amended only once by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1976, which added 3 new words to our preamble, which we will see in a detailed manner in the later part of the video. In this video, we will have a quick introduction related to this video of the nature of the Indian state, some related facts, objectives of the Indian Constitution, 3 dimensions of equality, 2 types of democracy, direct and indirect. Is preamble a part of Constitution? Significance of the preamble, related cases, 42nd Amendment addition. Is preamble amendable under Article 368? Yes or no? So these are the text of the preamble. It starts with, "We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic." These are the nature of the Indian state, and then justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, equality of status and of opportunity, fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual. These are the objectives of the Indian Constitution, and this is the date of the adoption. In our Constituent, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. Alright, then we will see the nature of the Indian state. This is Indian state is sovereign, democratic and republic. What does the term sovereign means? The term sovereign means India is independent state in its free internal and external affairs, no dominion of other nation. UN or Commonwealth membership has no effect on India's sovereignty. Alright. The term democratic polity, as mentioned in the preamble, is based on the doctrine of popular sovereignty. Alright. It means that the possession of the supreme power is by the people. So democracy is of 2 types, direct democracy and indirect democracy. India follows indirect democracy. So the Indian Constitution provides for representative parliament democracy. Alright, under which the executive is responsible to the legislature, for all its policies and actions. Alright. And it is known as indirect democracy. And some manifestations of indirect democracies are universal adult franchise, periodic elections, political plus social plus economic democracy. It means that the term democratic is used in the preamble in the broader sense, embracing not only the political democracy but also the social and economic democracy. Then we will understand that a democratic polity can be classified into two categories. Alright. Democratic can be classified into two parts, republic and monarchy. In a monarchy, what happens? Head of the state, hereditary position, for example Britain, republic, elected directly or indirectly, head of the state will be directly or indirectly elected. In a republic, what happens? The head of the state is always elected directly or indirectly for a fixed period. And example is USA. Alright. Therefore, the term republic in our preamble indicates that India has an elected head. India has an elected head called the President. He is elected indirectly for a fixed period of 5 years. And it also means that political sovereignty in people and not in single individual like a king, and absence of any privileged class. A republic also means these two things. Alright. And then we will see objectives of Indian Constitution. Justice, 3 forms taken from Russian revolutions. What kind of justice? Social, economic and political. Social, equal treatment of all citizens without social distinction, caste, religion, etc. Economic justice, eliminating inequalities in wealth, income and property. Political justice means all citizens have equal political rights, equal access to all political offices and equal voice in the government. This comes within the political justice. And social plus economic justice make distributive justice. And then we will see that these are the objectives of the Indian Constitution: liberty, equality and fraternity, which has been taken from the French Revolution of 1789 to 1799. Alright. These are called Union of Trinity, which means one cannot be divorced from the other two. Liberty, what does liberty means? Absence of restraints on the activities of individuals, providing opportunities for the development of individual personalities, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship. But this liberty is not absolute. It is qualified. That means there are some limitations on the liberty, and these limitations are mentioned in the Constitution itself. Then comes equality, absence of special privileges to any section, equality of status and opportunity. In the same way, equality is not absolute, it is qualified. and restrictions are mentioned in the constitution itself. Fraternity, sense of brotherhood. Manifestations regarding fraternity are single citizenship, fundamental duty to promote harmony and brotherhood, ensure dignity and dignity of individual, and unity and integrity of the nation. Then comes a question that is preamble amendable? Then comes a debate that is preamble a part of constitution? Yes, it is a part of the constitution, but it is not a source or limitation of power to legislature, and it is non-justiciable in nature. Like DPSPs and fundamental duties, it is non-justiciable in nature. Related cases with preamble are Bedubari Union case of 1960. Supreme Court says that preamble is not part of the constitution, but in Keshav Nanda Bharti case of 1973, Supreme Court overturned its earlier verdict, saying that no, it is a part of constitution. LIC of India case of 1995, part of the constitution. Supreme Court again says yes, it is a part of constitution. Is preamble amendable under Article 368? In the Keshav Nanda Bharti case of 1973, Supreme Court says that preamble can be amended under Article 368 subject to the condition that no amendment is done to the basic feature. This is the basic feature. Alright, that the Parliament cannot amend the basic features of the Constitution. Amended only once so far, 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1976. Preamble is amended only once, and these amendments and this amendment, 42nd Amendment addition, added 3 new words to the Indian Constitution, and these are socialist, secular and integrity. Socialist, democratic socialism, public and private sector coexist, mixed economy, not communistic socialism, abolition of private property and nationalization of all means of production and distribution, blend of Marxism and Gandhism with heavy tilt towards Gandhian socialism, DPSP. Also socialistic connotation, secular concept, positive concept of secularism. All religion has same status and support from states. Article 25 to 28 in fundamental rights. Integrity was added to reflect broader interpretation of fraternity. Alright, then we will see the significance of the preamble. What are the importance of the preamble? So it is a preface, essence, soul of the Constitution, embodies the basic philosophy and fundamental values, contains the grand and noble vision of Constituent Assembly, resembles the Declaration of United States of American Independence based on the objective resolution drafted and moved by Pandit Nehru in December 1946 and adopted by the Constituent Assembly in January 1947. Alright. And here are some related facts. Till the passage of the Indian Independence Act of 1947, India was a dependency colony of the British Empire. From August 15, 1947 to January 26, 1950, India's political status was that of a dominion in the British Commonwealth of Nations. India ceased to be a British dominion on January 26, 1950 by declaring herself a sovereign republic. However, Pakistan continued to be a British dominion until 1956. There are 2 types of democracy, direct and indirect. Alright. And India follows indirect democracy. Now we will see what is direct democracy. In direct democracy, people exercise their supreme power directly. Alright, in the case of Switzerland, and there are 4 devices of direct democracy. They are referendum, recall, initiative and plebiscite. What happens in referendum? Whereby a proposed legislation is referred to the electorate for settlement by their direct votes. Recall, where voters can directly remove a representative or an officer before the expiry of his term. Initiative, where people can propose a bill to the legislature for enactment. Plebiscite, obtaining the opinion of the people on any issue of public importance. Alright, so these are 4 devices of direct democracy. And India follows indirect democracy. Alright. So in the next video we will discuss about directive principles of state policy. So stay tuned. Take care. Indian Constitution.